G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today we're going to do a bit of a koi pond ep. What do you think about the shave? Starting to go pretty grey, guys. Figure the shorter I keep it, the less grey I look. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not that self-conscious about it. I don't really... I've accepted it. There's a problem with the koi pond. Let me show you. So the water still looks great, fish still look great, but if you scope your eye over there, there's actually no flow coming out of the airlift pipe, and you can't see it through the camera, but I had a look under there. There's no flow, like none. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say none. Very little. And I thought one of the air pumps blew up, but it turns out both air pumps are still running fine. My drain pipes are blocked. Now, I've been meaning to buy a plunger to unblock them, because I've made up a little jig and that, but I haven't got a plunger, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to rig up. Alright, so this bad boy here attaches to the drain pipe, and that's like our plunger thingy mabobby that the plunger needs to go inside. I've got a pipe here, and I've got a shirt right here, so I'm actually just going to, this is really not the greatest way of doing this, guys, but it's what I've got on hand, and I figured I'd make it work. So I'm just going to cable tie the shirt to the pipe so it can't fall off. I just put a couple of slits in the pipe because I didn't have my drill on me at the time, and then my plan is pretty much to just neatly wrap this shirt around this pipe, and hopefully it's too big. You guys can't see, but if I wrap that there like that, and it's still too big. About like that. Yeah, so that looks pretty good there like that. So now I'm just going to electrical tape this, because electrical tape just seems like the best tool for the job. And electrical tape all this up here. So this is going to be our plunger. Really shit design. Really lazy of me. I should just go to the shop and buy one and then cut it to suit the diameter of that, but look at that. Can you guys see? Can't tell if you can see. You probably couldn't even hear me then either. I didn't even have the microphone facing me. Alright, so now there's someone coming to buy fish, so we've got to keep an eye on the door. I might have to carry this video on in a minute, but we'll try. The only problem is I'm not going to be able to tell if the person's here. If I get a couple of these branches out of the way, you guys can just chill up here. Turn the microphone around. Live action, guys. I'm not even pausing the video. Alright, let's try this out. I got no idea if this is going to work. And a few of you will be watching this thinking I'm an idiot. I also think I'm an idiot sometimes, but I'm making it work. You guys can see that. Alright, so this pipe is actually blocked, so now open sesame. It looks like it worked, guys. Check it out. Starting to flow. So I'll leave the other two capped off for 10 minutes and we'll let that flow. Alright guys, I can already see a bit more flow there. Sorry, I got a mouthful. Chewing on some jerky. So we got flow here. It's definitely not 100%, I don't reckon still. can't remember which pipe's which. This says skimmer. So, oh yeah, that's right. That one's a skimmer. These two are the bottom drains, but I can't remember which bottom drain's which. I do this every time, guys. It doesn't really matter, both are blocked, so bit of a shitty situation either way. So now, I made some really good jerky, guys. Anybody else make beef jerky? So now block that one off. We'll see what this one does. It's not even moving. Alright, I'm going to do this one off camera. Man, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's so much crap coming out of that. I don't know how long it's been blocked for. I'm guessing a while. So, I had a bit of a blonde moment, guys. The air could come through that pipe. So my plunger wasn't really working that great. I put my thumb in the end and all of a sudden it was like BAM! Real good suction. So if you're going to make something like this, make sure you plug the end. Alright guys, so you can see the flow now. One of them's still not 100%. I need to get another 90mm end cap and put a hose fitting in it so I can plug it in and then turn the hose on and back flush it. Or I might even connect it up to a pump which I've got, which is like 12,000 litres per hour. I don't know what would be more effective. Probably the 12,000 litre per hour pump. But anyway, since you made it this far into the video, let's feed the koi. And also got a little bit of bonus footage for you guys after we feed the koi, because if you made it this far through this boring video, you deserve a little treat. No, I know some of you guys really don't find the Koibpond boring, because I actually don't find the Koibpond boring. The Koibpond has a soft spot in my heart. And honestly, I don't pay enough attention to it. I wouldn't mind buying some more koi, but it's just more money, isn't it, guys? Maybe I'll use some of the Patreon money on koi. I don't know. Shout out to the Patreons. If you want to hit the Patreon up, the link is in the description. It all adds up. It really does. There's a couple of $100 sitting in there, and like that's not for me. That's like not basically what I'd like to refer to it as non-profit, because I want to spend that money on the channel. Alright guys, can you hear that sound? Can you guess what it is? While you're trying to guess what it is, I'll tell you a quick story. So, every time a subscriber comes over, they say, wow, the room is so much smaller than it looks in the videos. It's true. So, from where I'm standing right now, that far wall is only 4 meters away. And then I've got like 1.5 meters that way. The room's only 6 meters by 3.6 meters. It's not huge. I just find it interesting. Every time a subscriber comes over, they usually say the koi pond look bigger than it looks on camera, and then the fish room is smaller than it looks on camera. Anyway, you might have just caught what's happening as I just did the spin with the camera. But, are you ready? We're filling up the last of the ply tanks, and then it's time to move on to the fry tanks. I want to get that one filled up and get some heat into it, because I need to put my new fish in there. I might put some like tree roots and stuff in there. What do you guys reckon? But while we're here, I want to talk about my marbles. So for anybody who doesn't know, I actually threw a different boy in here the other day, and he was only in here for one night, and I got a mouthful from him. So I'm actually going to keep that mouthful and grow it out for myself, because that's cross bloodlines, and I'm interested to see what I get from it. And I also sold my dominant male, and check out how quickly the sub-dominant male is taking over the role. I could see him starting to colour up. He's hitting about 8 centimeters. So I thought it was a good opportunity to sell my dominant male and see what this guy does. And I think he's actually going to end up a lot nicer than my other male that I had. But yeah, so I'm going to strip that mouthful in the next day or two. Exciting times. I love mixing marble bloodlines. But anyway, I'll get back to you when this is full and we'll see if it holds. Alright guys, it's full. That's a wrap. I haven't actually put a coach bolt in that leg there, but realistically that block is taking most of the weight. The coach bolt isn't doing that much. And also I put 2 screws in it, so it's still got 2 screws. I've actually got the coach bolt. I got one from work. But here's an interesting fact for you guys. See how there's condensation on the front of it? Because the water's cold and the room's warm. So these tanks, these 2 here that I filled up the other day, it actually took 2 days for the condensation to go away. So like after 1 day, the condensation was only like halfway. The second day it was all the way down. And then I think in yesterday's video, I mentioned there was water along here, and that was still the condensation. So like the 3rd day, condensation was still evident. This one might be quicker because it's the top tank. And so basically, I was just talking in a group chat and I said, oh, it's going to take 2 days for it to equalize temperature. And they said, wow, really? And well, it actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. What temperature? This one. So that temperature is still probably a degree warmer than this. So one thing you got to remember is there's nothing heating the tanks. It's just using the ambient temperature, which is 29, to heat up. And also these are ply tanks, so the whole outside is non-conductive, so it's acting as an insulator. The only place that the heat's coming in is probably the front glass. As far as the top, you get evaporation, so I don't know if heat would go down. I think the front glass would be the only entry point of the heat. So yeah, I just thought that might be a fun fact for a couple of you guys. The fact that in a temperature controlled room where the tanks don't have heaters, it can take like 2 days for the tanks to stabilize in temperature. And I didn't throw a heater in the air thermometer to fact check that, but the condensation on the front is a dead giveaway that it's cooler than the rest of the room. Like, it's absolutely covered. It's crazy how cold this actually is. It feels freezing in here. So next up, we've got to fill these tanks, but I've got to put a couple bits of bracing in there. If you watch maybe yesterday's video, I talked about it, or the day before, I don't know. Guys, I'm that far ahead in my videos at the moment that it's actually good because it's not stressful. Like yesterday I didn't vlog, I just uploaded. So it was quite nice, but I confused myself a little bit. Sometimes I don't have the mental capacity to keep up with all the editing, and like today I'm like editing a video and I'm like, oh surprise, this is what I did 4 days ago, and I don't even actually remember. I shouldn't really say mental capacity, should I, guys? I get plenty of shit done. I'm not silly. I'm not dumb. I just sometimes think about the things. I categorize how important things are to remember unconsciously, and I forget stuff. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, I'm pretty sure it's the red button down there somewhere. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.